We have two more comedians left. You got some more laughs in you. Wow. Yes. All right, keep that good humor going for the very funny Praveen.
Thank you, Brian. Every time I perform, I have to adjust this because of the height difference. So I'm really glad to see a lot of people because every time I perform here, there are more performers than the audience. So I don't know if it's me or something. But I would like to tell you some funny stories. So when I was small, I was told, Praveen, we are part of a developing country. And from small, I think I've grown enough, and we are still part of a developing country. And that's story of every election. Any developing country, you're supposed to get developed or you'll be developing in 5 years, but story remains the same. Why I'm talking about developing countries, by the way, how many of you think America is a developed country? I know yes would come, but still, because a lot of people were talking about. So I'll tell you how the difference is. So developed countries, they move forward. So as Brian said, Saturday morning was cartoon for him. He grew up watching cartoon. Yes, back in India, I grew up watching Donald Duck on Saturday morning. And life is still same. I still watch Mr. Donald on Saturday morning and similar cartoon stuff. So life is still same in developing countries, right? So a lot of people say efficiency in the developed countries is really high. Last year, like a quiz, right? America launched a satellite, which is, I don't know the distance, maybe a quiz master will tell you, for 100 billion USD. Yes, America launches a satellite. What a developing country does. Anyone who has traveled high-speed train? The budget was same as satellite. And the only justification we go, oh, we went 22 kilometers to Shenzhen. So for 100 billion USD, a developing country covers equal distance and we feel happy about it. That's how we are. This is the self-belief of a developing country. And since we were talking about dating, let me talk about dancing, right? As a couple, like people love to go like on date. In developing country, you go on a date for a coffee, right? For a developed country, you go for a coffee before you start dating. So life is a little complicated, right? Especially, I'll take my example, I will not take anyone else's example. So when I go to the dance floor, right? So I would not make it racist, but when you go on a dance floor, then you start dancing, right? Then there's a developed country guy on the dance floor, right? Suddenly you see girls from developing country feeling dizzy, right? They are like, oh, they'll start falling over. And the moment there's a guy from developing country come on stage and you start dancing, their favorite step becomes Macarena. So they'll be like, stay away from me. That's how they start dancing. And coming back to dating, right? Have you guys heard about backups? I come from a technology background, right? Backup is something which we all love. We love to back up our hard drives, our movies, our pictures. But backup is something which you always do, which you always keep, but you never use. So that's how dating is in a developing country. You have friends. So one girl will have multiple backups, which are called friends. Exactly like your pictures and movies. You have them, you have many of them, but you never use them. So that's pretty much on the developing countryside, right? And what happens when, like astrology, I don't know why it's a big thing in a developing country. In a developed country, nobody talks about it. People talk about practicality. Especially my mom, right? Goes to an astrologer and starts asking, oh, my son, will he ever travel overseas? It's a big thing for us. It's a big country traveling overseas, right? So astrologer will give you a lot of things, right? But still, hope is still there. So now my mom would ask, oh, we have a passport, but will he ever use it? So that's how things happen, right? That's pretty much for my stand-up. Pretty cool. Sorry, guys.
Keep it going for Praveen, ladies and gentlemen. A couple of comics talked about, their girlfriends. My girlfriend is of the, how would you say, day drunken sunburnt variety. White, Caucasian lady. It's another perk of dressing like this. I can date white women. It's great. Not Chinese women, though. No. Too brown. And not rich enough. That's how it is. That green, needs to offset that brown. That's how it works out. Like you, ma'am, you. If I wanted to date you, I'd have to own like an island or something with a helipad. It's fucking, it's grim. It's grim around here. It's just, it angers me a little bit. It's like, all right, like, come with me on this one. Who played video games when they were a kid? Make some noise? Yeah. What country made the hardest video games? Japan, of course. Konami, Capcom, they were condescending as fuck about that too, remember? Like, you would try, you'd fail, and you'd try, you'd fail, you'd try, you'd fucking fail again, and right when you're about to give up, motherfucker would lean in and be like, do you want to play on easy mode? What I'm saying is that's basically white dudes moving to Asia. All right. All right, you guys ready for the last comic of the evening? Give it up for the very funny Chris Lucci.
What up for Brian, man? We often get confused for one another, for obvious reasons. Which country makes the most difficult video games? You guys are so proud that you answered Japan. How many fucking countries are you buying video games from that are Japan? Lithuania, bro. Lithuania's games are hard as shit, man. Yeah, I don't think that's happening. Great that you guys can make it out here tonight when you could have done so many other things like stay at home reading the Bible. Phones are getting crazy now. They got face recognition. I don't have that Apple phone yet, but I want it. I want it so that you know, because they remember people better than we do. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want it for. You know, when you see